summoned it. What's up?
Hi. Here we are.
Episode 4. We have climbed the charts.
Yeah.
The local charts.
The UPS charts.
The UPS charts. Episode 4.
We're here.
Hey, everybody. Today's a great day.
They said it couldn't be done.
Today's a great day for several reasons. One,
It was Friday.
it's Friday. It's Friday, baby. And it's Calliope's 9th birthday.
It is our baby.
Our Boo Finks.
The original Boo Finks.
Yeah. And there happened to be another life to celebrate today.
Yes.
My buddy Nick. He would say we're not buddies, but
He's
just
like,
kidding.
I don't claim him.
He's like, yeah. He's like, look at me and look at him. But yeah, he had a by the time this comes out,
Yeah.
the world will know, he had a baby girl.
Yay.
And I'll let, the name come out on his own,
Yeah. But she is precious.
Very.
So cute.
He was already, they're already on they want to leave the hospital now.
Oh, I remember feeling that way after Cooper was born.
I think the last time they were in the hospital with their second, they were only in the hospital for like 16 hours.
Yeah, I feel like once you have your baby, you just want to be at home.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's nice having the help, of course, but you just want to be at home. And I think that was one of my favorite parts about having a home birth. Oh, that could be something we talk about at some point.
Oh, for sure.
That's a pretty cool experience. But
Yeah.
it was just one
I
of those
got
things.
detailed visuals of the Notre Dame game
Yes.
as
Very
my
important
wife was in
stuff.
labor.
Yes.
And we lost that game.
Unmedicated labor.
Brutal.
But yeah, it was so nice. I literally delivered my baby in my bathtub and walked and got in my own bed.
Yeah.
That was the best.
I pulled that baby out.
Yeah.
I was like, come here.
And you're like, that baby don't look like me.
I was like, that baby don't look like me. That's a big baby. That's a very big baby.
But you were a really big baby.
I was a big baby. I'm still a big
You
baby.
are the biggest baby I know.
A lot of people would say I'm the biggest baby they know. I've seen a lot of babies. There's actually quite many babies. There's lots of babies in this world, but none quite as big as me.
It's so true.
But no, so
Oh,
cool. Obviously, anytime life is entering in this world, it is an amazing thing. We are so blessed. God is amazing, and we just pray for all the mamas.
Yep.
And I hate saying mamas. Gosh, hey mama. That's like how every
That is.
That's how you'll go on those Facebook pages and you'll be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, mamas."
It is a little cringy.
Like no wonder nobody can stand you, Karen.
Yeah.
Hey, mamas. So
Sometimes I'm tempted to
little-
buy shirts that say
little
mama.
bruh Daxton he's still teething at 62 months. It's just always something. I don't know.
And then, yeah, if a mom is like, my baby has this, and this, someone's like, have you tried putting coconut oil?
The suggestions, that's literally what we should just do. We should just put the most erroneous things on there.
I've seen a list. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to find that because it was like one of the funniest
We'll
things I've ever seen.
we'll definitely have to read that.
And it was like all of like the crazy things that women say in these mom Facebook groups. And yeah, it's like, my house is on fire. Should I call 911 or what do you guys think I should do? And someone's like, have you tried splashing breast milk?
It's like the
Oh my
nosy
gosh.
neighbors.
Yeah.
I was outside about 37 minutes ago and I heard a loud boom. Did anybody else hear that boom? This one guy goes, "Yeah, sorry. I was having some Taco Bell last night and I was having some issues."
Oh my gosh.
People are so funny.
Yeah.
I don't have it up at the moment, and I'm sure I could probably get up on the computer. But and I'm actually going to clip this in at some point in time because we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about a little bit about about UPS just a tad, and then
Some
Courtney,
funny stories.
we're going to talk about her time at Abercrombie.
Oh yes, I know.
Short-term memory loss, I think.
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know, I
so
can't remember.
yeah, just a little bit here and there. But first, I want to take a second to recognize my sister.
Oh, Brittany,
She called us tonight. Well, actually, no, we called her, but she was telling us to call her
Aunt Mimi.
Aunt Mimi. We call her Mimi.
Yep.
And she lives down in Jacksonville, and she is a fantastic person.
We love Aunt Mimi.
Love my sister. I have a biological real sister, and I have a stepsister. Brittany is the youngest. Her and I are about 6 years apart, and then Lindsay, her and I are about 2 years apart.
Yeah.
And then I don't technically have a stepbrother, but my mom and my mom's boyfriend have been together so long that in most situations in common law, I would technically have a stepbrother.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anybody? Because for some reason,
I don't think so.
yeah. So yeah, and you?
Yes, I have 2 siblings as well. I am the youngest of 3. My older brother Ryan, we're like 6.5 years apart.
We just got a thumbs up.
Who is that?
We just got a thumbs up here. I know you saw it, chat. Chat, give me a thumbs up if you see this. Okay. There's no chat.
Who is out there?
We're not live.
Who is out there watching these?
I don't know.
And I'm sad that we got a thumbs down the last time. I'll be curious to see.
Yeah,
what
it was over me though.
It was. I got the thumbs up over me, and you got the thumbs down.
That's okay.
Makes sense.
All right, it's probably my sister. She probably has some way to like tap in.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have an older brother, Ryan. He is a doctor of statistics.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a professor.
So if you have a
Was
heart attack, you
professor.
should still call 911.
Yeah. And then I have an older sister. Her and I are 17 years apart. Jenny. She is an accountant, or like no, what is that called?
She's kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
Does,
She does it all.
Why can't I think of what that title is? Because she's not I think she is an account.
Personal finance?
No.
No.
OMG.
Anyways.
What is that? Oh, it's gonna come to me. I'll just blurt
it'll-
it out
it'll-
at some
it'll
point
come to
in
you.
the middle of this podcast.
You'll grab it.
Or I'll wake up at 3:00 in the morning and remember it and be like, yes.
Wake up. Wake up.
I thought of it.
Like your typical
anyways,
nights you wake
yes.
up.
So yeah, we both have 2 siblings,
Yep.
but I'm the baby.
Bye. Just,
I am a baby.
yep. And my younger sister, Brittany, she lives in Jacksonville. Her husband, Benjamin, they just had, well, they didn't just have it, but Harrison, he is about, what, year and a half now?
Be 2.
2 coming up. Oh, in
June.
June. That's right. Absolutely adorable.
He's so cute.
Love his hair.
Baby Harrison.
I call him Harry. I don't know if they like that or not. Maybe. I think they like it.
I think Brittany would tell you to stop if she.
She would definitely tell me to stop it if she was like, "Don't call him that." I'm like, okay. I like Harry. Yeah. Because I like his hair. It just kind of stands up in the back.
Yeah.
Colin's hair did that.
Oh.
She had a rooster's tail.
She had her whole head of hair stuck up for 8 months.
Yeah. We're losing a lot of time with them. It's wild.
Cooper has completely lost his little kid face.
Oh, I know.
His little kid features. He has big kid hands, big kid feet.
I know. He's a monster.
Big kid face.
And then obviously our 9-year-old she's graduating high school, so
yeah, she's off to.
She's trying to wear halter tops and makeup, and already wants a cell phone. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to tell you right. If you're listening right now, you have children. Do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. But at 9 years old, that is a no.
That is a hard no.
That is a hard no.
Yeah.
Because everything you see now, it's incredible. I think, is it just because it's in the news now and we have more access to the news that we see more teachers sleeping with young students?
I don't know.
And I don't want to say it's not funny, but when you go into the comments, because it's usually a 25, 26-year-old female sleeping with a 16, 17-year-old male. And of course, all the comments were like, bro, so lucky.
Yeah. But if
And
it
I
were
just,
the other way
yeah,
around,
and I just think about that, and I'm like, dude, like, no.
Yeah, people think it's less detrimental because the victim is a male.
Well, I think because we as a society have kind of turned that into a sexualized thing, and it's a perversion that it's just gotten comfortable with saying. Okay, let's just devil's advocate this for a second.
Okay.
Why are these kids why do they have such big mouths? Like the one kid, like the most recent one, he was like, it was very graphic. She was married. I don't know just pick one. But the most recent one that I had seen, these are falling off. It's because of my long hair. And she was married. She's married and like just fooling around with this kid. And it was like, it happened for like months. And then, of course, he told a bunch of buddies. Yes. And then once you tell one, it's a wildfire.
Yes.
And it's crazy. It seems like to be happening one way more than the other. Would you agree? Does it just seem like that?
I guess I don't really know.
I mean, my teachers were 65-year-old women's.
They
were women's.
I'm just trying to think. The only teacher I remember, although of course he was a guy.
A dude.
He was a dude. It was I don't remember what class he taught, but we were in junior high, and then he also was our basketball coach at some point in junior high, and he was dreamy. But like I would have never imagined like that.
No.
We just thought he was hot. And we would giggle a lot when we were at basketball practice.
Giggle. Share notes. You'd fold them up and you'd share them in between
with
classes.
Him, though,
you'd
but
be like,
we would share notes about him.
Oh,
yeah. I can't even remember his name.
I remember a lot of my teachers' names, but no. Again, all of my teachers were late century.
Yeah.
Very Victorian.
I can't think of a single teacher I had that was like under the age of 50 or 60.
Yeah, our youngest teacher, male, his name was Mr. Bowers. He was awesome. Still there. Yeah, I still see him every once in a while.
Yeah. I know there's still quite a few
teachers. He was young when he had to have been in his... So this is my 20th year out of high school. And our, 20 years. Yeah, so he was young. That was about it. Yeah, 20 years. Mm-hmm. Holy smokes.
Yep. This will be my...
No organized anything.
22nd.
22 years.
My high school graduation can drink.
Did you have a 20th? I don't remember. Yeah. Nobody tried to...
We never had anything. We had one really small get-together, like... I don't even remember what year that was.
Were you with me?
Yes.
How long have we been together now?
We have
14 years?
It'll be
16.
It'll be 15 years in October that we've known each other.
That's right, 15.
Our 13-year wedding anniversary, though, is coming up next
weekend. Next weekend.
Yeah.
The big 13?
The big 13.
The day before Cinco, May the 4th. Oh, we got a thumbs up.
Yay.
Yay.
We love you, too.
Yay. We should do ASMR. We'd be like, oh, thank you, chat. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, oh, gosh. Thank you, chat.
I'm drinking out of my Owala.
Your Owala.
Owala, if you would like to sponsor us.
Yeah, also, we have a delicious... If you're watching this on Spotify or YouTube, we have guys.
The Temu version of YouTube.
We went to bed very late last night.
Yes.
Woke up very early. You woke up an hour earlier before me.
Yeah.
And I went into work an hour and a half before I typically go in.
Yeah.
And then I worked a lot later than I really wanted to. So I did. I mean, it wasn't like crazy long. It was like 11 hours. When I say that, I'm like, oh, it wasn't that long. Oh,
I know, I'm
jeez.
so sorry.
See,
This is
that's
why
why
we
you're
should.
supposed to be ready.
I am ready. I can't sit in the same.
I can't.
This is
You
why
have
we
to-
shouldn't do video because
you have
now
to
everybody
reposture.
sees all the.
Your awkwardness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still look
I'm
good.
also in my pajamas, guys. I'm sorry. This is just kind of.
You still look good.
If you're gonna get the real and the raw here, this is what I'm gonna look like if we're doing podcasts at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We need to
Until
get
we're
big.
in our own studio.
Yeah, when we can do like those nooners.
Maybe we should write Elon and he'll put us in a studio.
We should do.
Will you fund my studio?
I mean, we could do that.
It's worth a shot.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes, Michael Scott said
Scott.
that. Wayne Gretzky. So, Olipop. Cherry Cola.
Mhm.
Super, super good.
Owala.
Love it.
If you put your Olipop in your Owala,
I'm
it'll
going to be
stay
like Vanna
cold.
White. I'm putting you right here, right in the middle. Yeah. A big red can. Well, it's not a big red can. It's a normal 12-ounce can. Okay. Let's
Okay.
let's dive.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 4.
Welcome to episode 4. We're here. So one thing that everybody is always like, oh my gosh, you chat a lot. I chat. I'm a chitter chatter.
He is.
So-
If you haven't noticed, he's the talker.
I'm a chalker. So
Yeah.
and I'm drinking Cayman Jack margarita.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling a cocktail. I put a lot of emphasis on the first half of that word.
Yeah. All right, great. I gotta put we're gonna pause for here for a second. We'll be back in 2 minutes. What am I gonna do with the other hour? The minute and 30 seconds.
Oh man.
So I wanted to talk about we're going to talk about our jobs. We're going to talk about, she wanted to talk about Abercrombie and working at the mall and what that was like, and obviously, kind of being nostalgic and going back into that mall environment and how awesome it was.
Yeah.
And even when we were even when we were there, how cool it was.
The mall was
like the
pretty
mall was
cool.
still jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And UPS, I have thousands of stories for you.
They're good
I had a
stories.
good one today even, and it actually involved a customer from November. And her and I have
I would
been...
just like to say I haven't even heard this story yet.
You've heard
So-
the first story about her.
Oh, okay.
She was the one backing into her garage, and I just kind of like looked at her and I put my hands up. I was like, "You almost hit my
Oh, yeah.
truck."
Yeah.
And then she got out, and she was something ignited her deep within her, like her Grinch heart, and like it
It was 2 sizes too small.
it was too that would be leveling up. But anyways, so I get a message on my Dyad today. That's basically our handheld computers, which UPS, if anybody from UPS is listening, they are the biggest piece of junk in the world. This is not anything that I wouldn't say to my boss's 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 boss either. They make our job harder,
There
much
goes
harder.
our UPS sponsor.
It's disgusting. Yep, there goes our UPS sponsor. That's fine. We're selling to Amazon anyways. But so I get a message and it says customer at blah 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 says you misdelivered the package, and it shows it at this address, and I see that it's her. And I go, "Oh, hell no." I'm like, I know I'm going to have to mess with this situation. And I just responded back to our OMS, who is basically the dispatcher at night. There's 2 of them, and they're both really cool. And she goes, I just go, "It's in the UPS box," and that's it. And then she goes, "Please call center." And then I'm just like, ugh. Because when you call the center, you obviously, pull over. Pull over. Do the safe thing. Secure the vehicle. Put the keys on the ground.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Hazards. Do it all. Park your brake.
Uh-huh.
And so, as I'm pulled over safely into a confined, a space where there's no trouble, I called her and she goes, yes, this lady is pissed. And I was like, what's wrong? She's saying that you didn't put her stuff in the right box. And I go, this is one person in that entire route of thousands of homes that I can 100% guarantee you that I did the correct thing. Like, there's nobody else on that route that I could tell you that I screwed this up. Like, I know for a fact I put it in the right box. She's like, well, it's not in there. And she's asking if you can go back and get it. I said, that's not possible. I don't have access to these UPS boxes once they're closed.
Yeah.
Only the software company or the main office can open them. And they can open them up by, like, their phones. It's actually kind of cool when they open up. They go, choo, 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 choo. And they're all these doors. They just pop open one at a time.
Ooh.
And it's kind of cool when you're closing them all. You're just like,
I can see that.
yeah, it's actually really fun. But the problem is I usually do it before looking for the package. So you gotta do the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
So anyways, not in there. Or it's in there, and I was like, listen, I'm not going back. Because she was like, well, he needs to go to the office. And I was like, that's just not going to happen.
Well, that's funny because you told her in your exchange with her prior that you're just going to leave all of her packages in the office from now on.
Oh, well, originally what I wanted to do, but it involves a little more detail. I was just going to have her packages held at UPS, and then she can pick them up there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what you said.
Those are for stage 5s. She's stage 4. She's close. She's getting real close. And then I get back to the center, and the dispatcher, she goes, she's a treat. And I was like, yeah. She goes, yeah, basically, she just goes, he's just taking I know I'm the only one he takes that stuff to the box to. I know he delivers everybody else stuff to the front door, and it's all because of what happened in November. And I just go, yup.
So was her stuff in?
I have no idea. I would say there's less than a 1% chance I put it in the wrong box.
And so all they'd have to do is open.
They would just. It was this was at 1742, which is, we run on military time, so I just run on military time. It's 5:42, and the office closes at 6, so you got 18 minutes to go. And she lives directly across the street.
Yeah.
From the office.
Yeah.
Less than 100 yards. So, yeah, that's the end of that story.
Cool.
Stuff like that happens all of the time. Sometimes, like, there will be a scenario where I will deliver a package to the wrong house. They'll have like 4 or 5 bags, and we have these labels on them, these USPS labels. It's kind of complicated to.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Story's poor.
So I have a new co-host coming on next week.
You called me a ghetto koozie last episode, so you know.
In the words of the great philosopher Woody, if the boot fits. So yeah, so that was the end of my story. So yeah, I go through stuff like that all the time.
Yeah,
I'll share another story after. I'll let Courtney talk about her wonderful days while working at Abercrombie.
Yeah, I think we just thought it'd be fun to talk about how ridiculous the company Abercrombie was back then. I think they've gotten so much better now since they had all of that weird stuff happen with the owner, because they have a new owner right now.
Yeah, Jeffries.
Yeah, Mike Jeffries.
Mike Jeffries.
Yes, he was a real weirdo.
That's one way of putting it.
So like back when this always cracks me up. So as a manager, you have to recruit. And so it's our job to go like walking through the mall if it's busy, or we would go to like local college campuses, or we'd find out if there's like an event where there's going to be high school, college age kids there. And it's so weird, but we would go and you find somebody that's like attractive and you go up to them and try to sell them on working at Abercrombie. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, you are so cute. Do you love shopping? And it was just like the cringiest thing. And so then you'd get them to like sign up for an interview. They come in for their interview. I mean, sometimes, most of the time these people didn't come. And then you'd hire them. And then you had to take pictures of them in the clothing and send it to HR or whoever it was, corporate, and they would decide they would
if you
it was
had
like
the look.
it was like a hot or not.
Yeah.
And so they would, and it was hard because you didn't want to tell these people what was going on, because then if corporate was like, no, then you didn't want to be like, oh, shoot, sorry, man. They could still work there, but they weren't allowed to work in the front room. So you could have ugly people working, but they had to be.
Oh, yeah.
The uglier you were, the further back in the store you were.
Oh, yeah. If you hit stock room, you were
not good.
You had no chance.
Not good, man.
That's not by, if you're listening, that's not by my standard.
No, also not my standard.
Yeah.
But, because, yeah. And, like, so you'd get people that are actually really good workers, and you'd want to schedule them.
Excuse me, guys.
But they would get upset if you were scheduling people that were not part of that. They call it a cast of. And it was the weirdest thing. And we would just be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. I actually went to Water Tower for like a casting to be in. Remember we had the magazines?
Uh-huh.
And I went to, I remember.
No, you did not.
Swear to God.
I don't think I knew this.
Yeah, I went to Rachel. This was like Heather's, like she wanted to be her, or Heidi.
No.
It was
Oh my gosh, it is so funny.
She was like she was the water tower, Lindsay. Yeah, she was the water tower.
She was the regional manager.
Yeah, she was big time.
Yeah.
And
she was scary.
Yeah, because we didn't have like a store manager, did we?
Yeah.
I thought you had like 4.
No, you had a store manager, and
which was Tony.
Not when I was there. It was.
Do you remember Tony?
No.
Yeah, Tony was ours.
Well, you worked at the adult store.
Yeah, that's where the talent was.
So I worked at the adult store when I was just working as an associate. And then when I started working the manager program, I started at Hollister, and then I went to Abercrombie Kids. So my store manager at Hollister was Casey Powers. And then my store manager at the kids store was Heather, who was the one that introduced us.
Yep.
And then after she quit, it was Justin Carmine.
Yep.
But I just think it's so funny with Lindsay. So when I put in my 2-week notice, she says to me, Courtney, Abercrombie will go on with or without you. And I was like, okay, cool. And then it was like a year later.
You're just probably sitting there eating, picking the carrots out of your panda rice. You're like, sounds good.
And then, but the funniest
what'd you do after that? Oh, did you go and work at Baybridge?
At Baybridge. But the funniest part was that store closed like a year later, and I was like, oh, huh. It will, huh? Go on with it without me.
Funny. Yeah, because it was right by the food court.
Yep. And now it's been so many different things since then. And that would have been because I was working there when we met. So it was 2010.
That was a while back.
Yeah. So I think I started working at Baybridge in 2011 because I was there maybe a year, maybe just over a year. I don't remember. But the worst part was on Saturdays, the bus loads of Amish people would come in.
We love our Amish.
And
except if you work at Abercrombie, because they were little thieves.
They were. They would always steal your fragrance testers.
Yeah.
And then they would come in. So like the girls.
Thummies.
Hey, who is this?
I don't know.
So the girls would come in, and they'd go to Victoria's Secret, and they'd have like these huge bags from Victoria's Secret, and we're all like, what are they buying from there? Because they're all wearing their Amish outfits.
Just
so they must
lacy
have really,
garters.
Yeah,
and
they are really
What
spicy.
are y'all doing?
They are spicy underneath those Amish outfits, man. Although I have been to an Amish party before in college.
Rob Springer.
I don't think maybe it was, but they were all still wearing their outfits. So I feel like if you were doing Rumspringa,
It's funny because
wear
you
regular
would see
clothes.
you would see a lot of them. You know, I didn't hang around that group of people, but obviously I wasn't from that area because you'd have to go out to like Middlebury and Napanee. And but you would see pictures of like people in Rumspringa in normal clothes that were Amish, and then you would see ones that were in Amish clothes but still doing the same stuff.
Yeah, this party I went to, the girls were all like making out with each other, and everybody was smoking weed and drinking, and I was like, this is not what I expected. So
this is not kosher, sir.
These Amish kids,
it's not kosher.
Man. So yeah, so then they come into the Abercrombie.
I know that's not.
With their big Victoria's Secret bags.
Yeah.
And all of the little fragrance testers that we had throughout the store, they would steal all of them. I'm just like, son of a gun.
So let's talk about
the thumbs ups are rolling in this time. We've gotten several.
They're rolling in.
We love you guys. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Hey guys, if you're listening to this, I want to do a challenge. Send this to 5 people.
Yeah.
5 people.
Like share it.
Share it 5 times. Share it to 5 people.
Yeah.
Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. You know, just
keep it down.
Keep it down.
Yeah.
So what was the famous tagline of if you got put on folding duty, which was this spot at the very front of the store, and I'm sure most of the people who are listening, you probably already know this, that this was a job that existed. Mm-hmm. This was basically your job. A manager would go around, collect clothes that were unfolded.
Because you could not leave that front room.
You could not leave. The furthest you could go was like, it was like a 6-foot bubble.
You had to still be able to see
the door.
Yeah. And talk to the people at the door.
There was remember they would send in people from Chicago and stuff to make sure you said the tagline?
Yeah, they were secret shoppers.
Secret shoppers.
Yeah. Sometimes, so I think the taglines would change every like couple months.
The most famous one though is, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Guys, I'm not joking you. I sat at that table and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" to like
you added some flair to it.
I did it. And the thing that I always struggled with work is the fact that you had 2 shoe options. You had the Abercrombie issued sandals.
Yes.
Or Chucks.
Or Vans. You could that was only that was at Hollister.
Yeah, I was going to say, no.
You could wear Vans.
Don't you bring that kind of crap into Abercrombie.
Vans were
Don't you dare.
Yeah,
so too, let's also talk, we'll come back to that for a second.
Yeah.
Remember how freaking cool you were if you had an Abercrombie shirt in like 6th, 7th grade?
My brother bought me my first Abercrombie shirt for Christmas.
Yeah.
I think I was in 7th or 8th grade. And I wore the hell out of that shirt.
It was my 13th birthday.
Yeah. I was like, this is the coolest thing.
I
am the coolest thing.
It was so dope. I remember I was at Nancy's house, my stepmom, and I remember seeing that there and like opening up, and I'm like, it was literally like in the movies where like the clouds separate, the sun shines down on you.
You're like, this is how the other half lives.
Unbelievable.
I remember it was a light blue color. It was a t-shirt, and it had the little slit right here. And then it had a picture of a playing card, and it said, "Deuces are wild, and so are we." I'm like, I don't even know what this means, but this is amazing.
Oh, my gosh. Why did you have to get the most trampish, like...
Yeah.
So I actually had one of those, but mine was from Hollister, and Nancy ended up destroying it. It was Beaver's best damn team in town. And she was like, I don't freaking think so, pal.
The funniest part is your mom probably bought you that, and then Nancy was like, no.
Dude,
that actually might
have actually happened. I don't think I realized what that
Oh,
shirt actually meant
no.
until I was in an elder age.
Oh my gosh.
I loved that shirt.
Yeah. So it's funny because we've kind of had like a full circle moment a little bit because we recently, so none of the Abercrombie stores are open in our mall anymore. They're still Hollister.
Yeah.
But we recently took our kids to Chicago, and every time we go to Chicago, we have to go to Schaumburg because Granite City is our favorite place to eat.
Love it.
And they closed the one near us. So we always make that trip to Schaumburg if we're going to be in that area.
So sad.
There's also the mall, the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg. They have all the Abercrombie stores.
They have everything.
They have the Abercrombie and Kids store. So over the summer, we were there with our kids, and we thought it'd be fun to take them in and be like, this is where we were working when we first met. Like, not that store in particular, but none of them really cared. But we bought Calliope her first like Abercrombie outfit. Oh, and Cooper too. Yeah. He has some shirts and stuff, and it was like, this is kind of crazy. Like, I know. This is where we were working when we met, and now we're bringing our kids there.
And sadly, what is one thing, let's see if you can, what is one thing that most people remember about walking into an Abercrombie?
The smell.
The smell.
You could smell that through the whole mall.
You could. You remember you'd come up to that little Annie Ann's pretzels.
Yep.
Right there, and it would just hit you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Fierce.
Yeah.
I still have the cologne, and I love that cologne.
And I love that cologne on you. I will always buy that for you.
It's such a great smell.
I actually have a handful of
I will say, if there's one thing that if anybody wants to shit on like Abercrombie about, they made some of the best clothes.
Yeah, they were very good quality.
It was cotton. It was like great. The stitching, everything was made very, very well. Yeah. Even now, like when we went there, they had like I was like, oh my gosh, like even in their kids stuff, I was like, dang, this is pretty like hardy for a kid's shirt.
That's why it's so expensive too. But I appreciate that because I hate when stuff is expensive, but it's
100%.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
If you're gonna suck,
and
be cheap.
You can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Had you not been in an Abercrombie for years? For let's just say probably most of you listening, it's been 15, 20 plus years. You will definitely tell that they have a new CEO. By the people that they characterize on in the store.
They don't spritz.
No, they don't spritz anymore.
Their stores do not smell like Fierce, which is sad. They
I feel like you shouldn't have got rid of that though.
They could have cut back because it was excessive. We would have to do that like I think it was every couple
I remember
hours.
A bunch of the spritz bottles would fall off the truck into my car.
That's actually all of that. Something else I was going to talk about because it's so funny.
You're a thief.
Heather and I are probably the reason that store closed. But yeah. So we would spritz every like 2 hours.
Repent.
Yeah, this is my confession. Hopefully the police don't show up.
I think you're past the
statutes of limitations. Yeah. But yeah, so they don't spritz in the stores anymore. They carry the color black now in their clothing.
Yeah, that was a no-no.
They didn't. You could not wear black. They did not make black. Everything was blue, like navy blue, white, and gray. Yeah, everything. I had so many polos. I could have gone to Trinity because I had all of the color polos. I would have fit right in. But no, talking about the spritz bottles. So Heather and I would. Because obviously
Heather, we love you. So whatever she's saying,
we've laughed about this.
She totally go on with us.
We've laughed about this so many times. So we would buy things with our employee discount. Had to be like full price items. Oh,
I already know where you're going with this. See, somebody likes it. Yeah, they agree with us.
I'm so happy. I don't know who these people are or how they're hearing us right now because we're not live anywhere. But anyways, yeah, so we would buy like the clothing with our discount and then those items would go on sale. So we would save all of our receipts and then we would, when they went on sale, we would take the receipts and do a return and do like a, what is that called or a price adjustment. Yeah. And so then we would give ourselves money back.
That's stealing.
Can we air this? I'm actually getting a little scared.
I might have to cut this part out. Nah, let it roll.
Yeah. This is
We're
like
rolling.
Russian roulette, baby.
We're rolling.
I volunteer as tribute. Take me.
It's like, we'll do it live.
And so then, so we would also, if we got, so when you needed more of the spritzers through the store, you would have to take bottles of perfume or cologne or whatever that would be for sale, and then you like scan it in as a tester. Sure. And I'm like, I'm running low at home. Tester.
Man, if we ever get big enough and this happens to be.
I know. Abercrombie's going to come after me for
They have new leadership now.
Yeah, they're past this.
They're way more
so mature.
They're way more thin-skinned.
They're so mature now, and they're just
like,
you know what?
Back then, if Mike Jeffries were still running that company today, you'd be cooked.
Yeah.
You'd be cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my shockingly good looks wouldn't get me.
I don't have any good stories
about.
Didn't
bat for that team.
I will say at Abercrombie, I did not. I stayed within the confines of who I was supposed to be and how I was supposed to act. Yeah, so I did get invited to go to Water Tower, and I remember I walked into this back room, and there were.
Sure, you did. You and Mike Jeffries, huh?
Jeez. Oh boy, whoopsies.
Mikey's like, hey kid.
Anyways.
Sorry guys, it's late.
So there were other adults in this room, and it was at the Water Tower Abercrombie, and I went there with about 3 other people that were invited to go, and I met them, and we all were sitting outside of the store, and we were just kind of chatting. And I've always kind of been like, I started growing hair on my chest like kind of early.
You're a hairy guy.
So I'm not hairy.
You have a lot of hair. Like you have thick
hair
on your head.
Anyways.
Yeah. It just okay.
Murphy is hairy.
Yeah.
That's a hairy guy. Like when your hair is like 3 inches long on your arm, you're a hairy dude.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being the hairiest.
If anybody
you're probably like a
you
7.
Can't even see that in the camera.
Well, yeah. Okay, whatever.
So anyways, they were like, okay, yada, 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 tell us a little bit about yourself. I was like, Tyler from the South Bend store. I'm, 19. And they're like, would you, if you were interested, would you be able to travel and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yes. They're like, okay, we just need to get some profile pictures. And I'm like, okay. So turn. And then the shirt had to come off. Did that. And
you're like, Kajigga.
Oh, yeah. I was like, and then I saw the other, like, male cast there. And I was like, I'm cooked, chat. Like, these dudes were like, Freddie, at the time, me and Freddie Prinze Jr. are about the same age, and dude's chiseled.
And they're all hairless.
Yeah, not me.
Not you.
No, I look like an Armenian, like just not on my chest though, because I'd shaved. I made sure I waited and shaved that morning, so it was fresh.
Yeah, you're like Toby when he's like, I shouldn't be here.
I shouldn't be here. Yeah, like you would see I was just looking around. I was like, these are really good-looking people.
Yeah.
Like
they did know how to pick them.
They did. They did a great job.
Yeah.
I will say, outside of how they ran the business, as far as I don't even know what you'd call that. Out of the ethics of how they chose people, pretty not the best. Not the best, but I will say that place ran like a tight ship. Like it was, I mean, the way that they they had pictures of the store like from a top-down view, and then they would hand them to you, and that's how you would have to lay everything out in the store.
Yeah, like the displays. So it
was actually genius.
I can't remember what the title was called, but when I was the manager at the kids store, that was my job. Like I would come in the early mornings and do the floor.
Oh yeah, they would come in at like 5 a.m. Yeah. I always remember them talking about that. It was like on Wednesdays or something.
Yeah.
There was something about Wednesdays.
Yeah, it was just when you would do like the floor change, and so the night before they would print the papers, and so you would have Like the stock would come that week for the new displays, and then you'd have to change the mannequins.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes it was just like a few changes here and there. Like you'd move some shirts from being folded in a pile, you'd hang those on a rack or whatever. And then sometimes they were like complete changes. Like the whole store would change.
I was
Those
unaware.
were crazy.
I was unaware that they actually had like a nude magazine.
Oh, I mean, I'm not surprised.
You didn't know that?
I don't think so.
They had a modeling nude magazine.
Oh.
Yeah, but this was for anybody. I think you had to be, I mean, I would assume you'd have to be at least 18.
Yeah.
If not 21 at the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, it was private, so you actually had to like.
Is Gilly Hicks still a thing?
I don't know.
I
highly doubt it.
Underwear?
Highly doubt it.
It's worth a Google.
Yeah. They had several different obviously Hollister, Abercrombie, Gilly Hicks, and there was one more. It was like an upscale. What's it saying?
It looks like Gilly Hicks might be through Hollister now.
Probably.
Yeah, because it's like Gilly Hicks activewear and loungewear for women, Hollister and Company. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. But I mean, they did a really good job at building their brand.
They did a good job.
I mean, the music, the smell,
everything.
One
of the best playlists. Doom, doom, doom. Like
there's
it was.
Still some songs that I hear and all I think about.
I could just imagine, like your sister at that mall passing by that store. She'd be like,
"Yeah."
You'd think she might just literally pass out and die.
Nope,
she'd be like, "Can't do this."
No, but one of the best ones we always laugh about the tagline you'd started talking about the taglines.
The taglines.
So like sometimes, I mean, they would change every like couple months, I think. And so like you were required to say this to everybody.
The worst was Christmas.
And some of them were so long.
Yeah.
It's funny because like nobody's paying any attention to you. And so like the, hey, what's going on is pretty normal. Like not a big deal. But then there's some where it's like, hey, have you checked out our jeans? And then you're like, they're like the best fit in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And they're like,
walking away. They're like, I swear you got to come back and try them. You're like yelling at them.
But you can't leave your spot. So
yeah.
Like, you have to just start yelling.
There was a time like I'm just figuring like I knew it at one point. I was like, they're just going to put a chain under the bottom of this and just attach it to our legs.
You were not allowed to leave like that front table. So
no.
You would finish a stack of clothes. You'd have to walkie-talkie.
And there was always a manager. There was like one and a half. They kind of like intertwined in a shift.
Yeah.
So one of them would work the cashier and go to the back where all the clearance was, and then another one, she would just do circles.
Is like the floor manager, I think. Is what
her name was Liz. I remember her.
Yeah.
Liz, Tony.
I feel like I remember Heather talking about you had like a run-in with, it might have been Liz, and you like said something rude. And it was just one of your standard moments where you're like, well, I'm sorry that what I said offended you, but I'm not sorry I said it kind of thing. But I can't remember the details of that. That's another thing that's going to come to me in the middle of the night.
Probably.
When that other thing with
we'll be back. We'll be back
title.
On longer or later tomorrow. So we talked about that. We talked about Abercrombie. We talked about UPS. We got to talk quickly about something that happened this week to me while I'm in the shower.
So we're getting ready for church on Sunday. I always shower before anybody else gets up so I can just be like done getting ready. So I take my shower. I'm doing all my stuff. I get the kids up. We're all getting ready. Tyler's up. He's like, hey, I'm going to jump in the shower. I'm like, okay, cool. Making breakfast. I'm standing in the kitchen, and obviously probably none of you or most of you have not been in our house. So like our kitchen and our master bathroom are like opposite ends of the house.
Yep. So
I'm like standing there. I'm like, I feel like I just heard Tyler yell Courtney, and he never calls me Courtney. So like that was my first clue that like there's something what. And so I'm like, guys, be quiet. And I'm like, I hear you again. And you're like, Courtney. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I was like, Cooper, is Daddy calling me? And he's like, yeah.
I even knew it at the time. I was like, I better not yell too much. Like,
yeah.
Like she's gonna think like
panic.
I
was definitely panicking. So I come walking in there. I was like, are you yelling for me? And he says, I had a bad accident. And I'm trying to think what could possibly have happened. Like I'm bracing myself for the worst case scenario, which I don't even know what that would have been.
So I set my shave. So my shaver has like different settings, and I somehow, like an anomaly, when I set it down, it automatically went to scalp, which is basically like if you've rubbed a person's face, or even if you're a woman, your legs. It's like that 6 hours after you shave.
It's still a little.
Like it's
like
still a little.
prickly,
Yeah, that is basically what happened.
I'm
and
really
so
mad
if
we
you can
didn't
see in the camera, I ended up having to do this here. I had to stencil. See, I screwed that up right there too. What the hell?
Okay.
So I had
We
to.
should have taken a picture of this.
Oh,
It
dude,
was so funny.
it was like I just did it because I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit this one more time. I'm gonna sneeze again. It's a damn cat.
Sorry.
Keep going.
Okay, so yeah, he's like, I had a bad accident, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and so he opens the shower curtain, and so he had a pretty full beard,
And I was just trimming it up.
He was just trying to trim it. He had this line right here that was like down to his skin.
Oh, it was like the perfect line, straight down.
There's no hiding this. Like, there's no way.
And we had just got done talking about, I was like, I think I want to like cut my hair.
Yeah.
I want to shave.
I'm always like, no.
And you're like, no, I like your long hair. I like your beard. I like these.
I like it. Yeah.
And I was like, ugh.
So he was just going to trim
Or
it up a
maybe
little
I
bit.
did it on purpose.
Maybe. This is your plan all along. And so then he goes, I'm not going to church.
I'm not going to church.
And so we're trying to figure out, I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what to tell you to do here. Like, this is on you.
I was able to like, because right now my hair is actually like, it's coming quite a bit already. And you can't really tell on camera.
Yeah.
Here we go. You can't really tell on camera, but
yeah.
It's coming quite a bit. But it was so close to my chin that I was just like, I don't know how I can get away with this without looking just like an idiot.
Yeah. So I was really scared when he got out of the shower that he was going to shave his entire face. And you have not had
I've not shaved my face
in
6 years.
Yeah.
6, 7 years.
I don't think
probably.
I would have even recognized you. And I do. I love your beard. And so I was like terrified.
I was cooked, chat.
So this was the best case what came out of that. But
for sure.
But I just love you're in the shower. You go, I'm not going to church.
I'm not going to church. This is the worst day. I do not want to look like this for the Lord.
And then you're like, I just have to go in and be like,
oh gosh.
We had a really good laugh about that, and I've been giggling about that all
and
week.
I just knew it would grow back, and I was just I'm kind of like my dad in a sense. Like I'm super like my dad is a very personal person, and like if something is just the one thing is off, like he's like, frick it, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
I'm hibernating.
I'm not. I'm going in. You're never gonna see me again.
Yeah. This is it.
That's kind of like I am like that in some ways.
Yeah.
Like I just love
it
gets to me mentally.
You were like, I wondered why so much hair was coming out.
Well, I knew it. I was like halfway through, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. And then I looked down at the shaver, and it was like, dun dun dun. And I was just like, what have I done?
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. Yeah, I had a bad accident.
I was
like
I was completely I was crushed.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
We can laugh about it now.
Only
gave us
look at this. Look at this chat. Look how long this hair is.
I love it.
If you haven't seen me in a while, we do have listeners in the Netherlands. We looked it up.
Yeah, we had one.
We have a listener in the Netherlands.
Probably
the
only person.
Oh, his hair is very good.
It's like the only person.
Oh, see, we like his hair.
See, the Netherlands.
It's so good.
Where could those be coming from?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up when we're done. I'm gonna see what is this. It's probably like a morale booster.
Maybe, but what about the one time that we got the thumbs down?
Maybe I was saying some ish that it doesn't like.
because it did go over your face. I don't know if that means anything, but
I am so sorry, guys, that I have. It's the cat. I must have. You know what it was? It was that blanket, that blue blanket.
yeah, because she likes to.
Yep.
Snuggle.
I was like, why? Sniffles, eyes,
Sneezy.
sneezing. It's cat. That's all that is cat.
Yeah.
Because my sickness doesn't come on like that. I get the body aches. I get the chills.
The man cold.
The man cold. Scientifically proven to be worse than a woman's cold. Because of how, I don't know what it is, but I listened to this female doctor explain it.
I think it's because
Or maybe it was a male and it transitioned to a female to show that anything you could do, I could do better.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's a thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've reached the point in time where women of the year are men.
Yes.
Like, what is that, Time magazine?
Yeah, we've conquered all.
Caitlyn Jenner.
What do we do next? Now that we've done it all.
There's nowhere else to,
Yeah.
you've peaked.
I've peaked. I just want to thank God. First thing I want to do is I want to thank God.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Yeah. So we're rounding up on an hour here, and we like that. I think that hour 15, hour 20 is that's like butter.
Yeah.
You know? And I was actually kind of talking to some buddies who listen, and they were like, yeah, that most of them were like, hour's about it,
Yeah. They're like,
and then I was talking to my dad about it. He's like, I don't know, like 20 minutes. And I was like,
they're over it by
dude,
then.
do you know what it's like getting in a microphone for 20 minutes? It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, I would have to have everything written down that I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Then it's not really just like an off-the-cuff podcast. It's more of like news commentary than I'm just reading the news. But I get it from his perspective. So, actually, you know what? No, I don't. I don't,
actually.
Craig. Hello. Every time he calls me, I always act like I'm Donald Trump, and I call him Greg. I'm like, Greg, you're a good-looking guy. You are a very good-looking guy. It makes him laugh.
I'm sure.
My dad and I, we get rolling on the phone.
Yeah.
And
you guys are exactly the same.
yeah. Did we call my mom tonight?
Yes.
Did she answer? Yeah, she answered.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They must have been out or something. It sounded a little long. So, I got to share this story.
Oh. Do I know this story?
Have I ever told you about the story of me being on my first route, my West Side route, and me going into the porn shop?
Yes, I've heard all about the porn shop.
So,
it'd be weird if I hadn't.
68-degree day. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day.
It's beautiful.
I'm excited to be at work. I'm excited to be alive.
Yeah.
Blood's pumping well.
Wearing that brown.
Through the vessels.
Yes.
Arterial walls are strong.
Indeed.
So, I'm not going to give away the address because then you just look it up and it just turn into something. But there was my first route was in basically the West Side ghetto of South Bend. That nobody wanted that route. At one time, that's where a lot of the Polish lived. And then it just, obviously, it just changed through the generation, or through the centuries even.
Yeah.
And there was a porn shop. And it was boarded up. It was like a boarded up building.
It was a specific kind of porn shop.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was a porn shop.
I thought it was
just a regular porn shop.
Catered to a specific group.
No.
Okay.
No. And so every time I saw that, back then we had what were CODs. If you don't know COD, it's cash or check on demand.
Yeah.
Or delivery. And so usually you would have a cashier's check, or they could write a check, and our system would recognize it. Like either these people, they have like bounce checks or something like that, and we would be able to just not, they'd have to have a cashier's check. And even prior to that, before my time, you could actually pay with cash. We had cash boxes in the back of our trucks.
That seems like a really stupid idea.
Oh, you'd get out $30,000-$40,000 in cash. It was nuts. So, anyways, and it's funny when you say that, you're like, oh my gosh, what was that, like 50 years ago? And it's like, dude, it wasn't all that long
No.
ago that these things happened.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, I go in there. It's a COD, and I just kind of dread going in there. Most of the time, it's like he would get one or two deliveries. The guy that owned it, his name was John. He was a nice guy. He had cerebral palsy. Not that that matters, but it will matter in this story. And so, I go out in the back of the truck. I get the stuff, and I see it's a COD, and I'm like, son of a buck, because I don't want to be in there any longer, because they do have how do I want to put this? They had private screening rooms, and they were just curtains. So, and they were back in this like little area where you're just like, I mean, it's completely obvious what's going on here.
Yeah.
And why this was never stopped, I have no idea. No clue. And it wasn't that big of a building. It couldn't honestly have been bigger than our section of the basement here, which is, I don't know, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 30 by 30 by 20. Not that big. So, and then John, you'd walk in, and to the left, there'd be him and there would be his partner. And he would sit there, and he had a 32-inch TV behind him. 32, whatever. And one thing about him is that dude, you'd go in there, you'd always expect to leave with a pop, because he was just like very assertive about, giving you a drink. I will say, beyond about what I'm about to get to, he was very very courteous person.
Yeah.
And he had he must have been a lifetime smoker, because he got to talk like this.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Like the guys that hold the things up to their throat. And I'm like, oh boy. And so I go in, I turn the corner, and there's the most hardcore gay porn happening on this television.
Okay.
At this point, I've mentally clocked out. Like, I'm cooked. My eyes are just all
look.
over, and anywhere you look, you're like, that's a big dildo. That's a big, I'm just like, I am so
uncomfy.
I'm like, hey John, got a COD, and he gets out. So if you know anybody with cerebral palsy, writing at times as it progresses becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
So there's guys going in and out of the shop, not like a ton of them. So I can't stand there. So I have to go around to the other side of the desk, which has less than a 6-foot view, straight on view of this 32-inch television. And I'm now looking at him as this dude behind me is just getting pounded. And dude, I hate saying this part, because it's just, I will never forget it. There is just, it is, the power of Christ compels this. It is so locked in right now because of this story. Like, if this story wasn't so great, I would just throw it away in the trash bin of my brain. And he's like, let me get my checkbook out. Do you want to pop? And I'm like, because you said yes. You just said yes. You didn't say no, because then he would be like, he'd try to push. I'm like, yeah, I'll take a Mountain Dew. And he's like, all right. So he just, he would wobble his way over to the refrigerator. He grabbed the pop first, and then when he moved, it's right there, dude. So I kind of do one of these numbers. I'm kind of just like, pretend you're the TV. I'm just kind of like looking down at the ground now. I have my dyad,
You're,
which
like,
back then
pretending to do-
are these massive tablets.
Yeah.
They're these huge things rather than like the little basically the cell phones
You're like
now.
pretending to type.
Yeah. Back then, like you didn't want to leave these screens because they were so ancient and they had,
Yeah.
And so I am just, at this point, I am beside myself. And it just doesn't stop. It's like a montage of the world's best
Yeah.
like behind shots.
Men.
Men.
And men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just I mean, internally I'm just pain and laughing.
Yeah.
And then he just flips out his checkbook, and then behind me, to the right of me, you just hear, and in one of the little tent rooms
Ew.
behind me, and I'm like, hey, I gotta go out to my truck. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I
So
forgot something.
Yeah, I had to leave
Yeah.
at that point because now I was actually like becoming uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, yes, was the male gay porn, was that the first, like, you know what? Like, if we can knock this out in a couple of minutes, because I just don't want to keep doing this in and out thing.
Yeah.
And so I go out in my truck and I just gotta sit there and I just
I wonder if he's done with that
I'm
check
just
yet.
like, I can't believe this is happening. This is my route.
This is my life.
This is I'm gonna have to do this again.
Tomorrow.
Because I walked in there and there's times that, Maury, something,
Yeah.
something, Young and the Restless.
Yeah. It's like a normal.
Yeah, a lot more clean.
Yes.
And I can't be like, hey, man, can you turn that off?
Do you mind?
Do you mind? That's not my thing, And so, yeah. And ever since, that business is now closed.
So sad.
Yeah. It was called, I'll just say, it was called Little Denmark.
Yeah.
And a lot of the drivers, they're familiar with it. A lot of you younger ones, thank goodness you're not. But, boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
It is, and
Wonder what John is doing now.
I think he actually passed away.
Oh, now I feel sad.
Yeah. I think I had heard that he had passed away. And so I think that's kind of why the whole thing kind of closed down, because I think his partner was much younger than he was.
He was a gold digger.
He was
Digging something. Oh,
so yeah, it was oh gosh.
That's fun times.
I have not a lot of stories like that. That's probably,
Yeah.
It always kind of reminds me of that scene when in The Office when Michael goes into the sex shop with
And he's just giggling.
with
with
Ryan,
Ryan.
and Ryan's like, he hasn't stopped laughing since we've got in here.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we have there's Cirillas.
Yeah.
That's one on the South Route, and ironically, that route actually has two porn shops, Romantics and Cirillas.
There's the one down the street from my parents' house too. That
Pleasureland?
one. Yeah, that one has been there since I was in 6th grade.
It was
at
always
least.
creepy because it had that yellow light.
Yeah.
That yellow, like, fluorescent.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, this is creepy.
Ugh. I've never been in there.
And that one actually might be half the size of John's place, too.
Yeah, that one, it's small.
It's the small little building.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I have a lot of stories.
I know.
We'll touch on.
Yeah.
We'll touch on
There's a
these.
couple that come to mind. The mercury incident.
Oh, Mercury's a good one.
And the watermelon drugs.
Yeah, Mercury's good because, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll touch on that.
We have millions of episodes to do. We don't have
Guys, this is just the start, and you're here with us.
Yeah.
You're here with us, and we appreciate it.
And this mystery person leaving us thumbs up.
I'm gonna check this out.
We're gonna find out who this is.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna be a little bit more on. I would say we're getting on our game, wouldn't you?
We're doing okay.
Yeah. Today it was a long day.
Yeah.
You've been up now for about about almost 18 hours.
Yeah, I got up at 5. Well, my alarm goes off at 4:45. I didn't emerge from bed until about 10 after
I
5.
emerged. We're going to go upstairs, and I know 2 of those children will be asleep, and 1 of them will be awake, and it will be Collins.
No.
You don't think so?
No. She was.
That's the one thing about little kids, though. When they get cooked, like when they're tired, they're gone. They're gone.
Threw an epic fit
On the toilet.
I told her she had to go potty before bed.
Yeah.
Because we just recently got her potty trained. It's probably been a month or so that she's been potty trained. And she pretty much, as soon as she was daytime potty trained, she just, I figured we'd still have to do pull-ups at night for a while.
Sure.
But she just stopped. So we always have to make sure she goes potty before bed. And I told her, she was laying down, and I was like, you haven't gone potty recently, so let's go before bed. And she's freaking out. I mean, screaming. Like, I thought she might throw up. She was, like, dry heaving.
I'm going to throw up.
She was crying so hard, she was making herself dry heave. And I'm like, this is a wee bit dramatic. And then she was wearing a necklace. I'm like, you have to take the necklace off because I don't want you to choke. And she was freaking out about that. And I'm like, I think she thought I was stealing her necklace.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want it.
She's like, this thief.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want this necklace. You can have it in the morning. But yeah.
So we're going to see how things go. Obviously, one is, that's bread and butter right now. That's easy to do. And, committing to this is, it's a thing because, first of all, you have to have the software to just run this whole thing.
Yeah.
Thanks to Michiana Video, Gary.
Yes. Shout
Shout out.
Sponsor. Oh, wait, he's retiring.
Yeah. Okay, would you like to do the sponsor? So so Friday nights comes out. So expect episodes on Mondays, okay? And if we do feel like there's anything that we would like to, kind of progress to the next level, we'll record on Tuesday nights and they'll be out on Thursdays. So you'll have a Thursday and then you'll have a Monday.
Yeah.
I think that's
now, just Mondays.
Just Mondays, yeah.
And we're gonna keep trying to slowly get new equipment or make our space look better.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
sometime I won't be
obviously
wearing
you will
jammies.
see here. This is a enormous black curtain.
Yeah.
It's huge. And it goes up as tall as our ceilings, 12 feet.
Huge.
It's huge. I've seen a lot of
Curtains.
I've seen a lot of black curtains. Mostly just big. And this is huge. And it's still not big enough.
I wonder if is it a square or is it a rectangle?
It's a square.
Are you sure? Because maybe if we flipped it the other way.
No, it's a perfect square.
I don't believe that.
Actually, no, it's not.
Yeah. I think if we turned it the other way.
Huh. And then I would have to drop it a little.
This is why I make the big bucks.
Huh. I stapled that too.
That was dumb.
That's okay. I could take those out.
It's okay. They're a dime a dozen.
Yeah. They're a dime a dozen. So we're almost at an hour 20.
All right.
We started at 9:35 and it's now 10:53.
Yeah.
So it's been good, guys.
Yeah.
Today was a long day.
Yeah.
I want to apologize to my wife. She is not a ghetto koozie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are not a ghetto koozie.
I don't even know why you would call a human being a koozie in general, because a koozie is something you put
I don't
your
know
drinks
why.
in.
I don't know why that came. Sometimes, like Michael Scott, sometimes I say things and I just don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah.
And
that was a weird, aggressive insult.
I've actually been thinking about it pretty heavily, brother.
I've lost some sleep over it.
Yeah. Down a few pounds. Keep the insults coming.
Cool.
Cool. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll we have a busy weekend? No.
You have the daddy-daughter dance.
Daddy-daughter dance tomorrow.
Collins
Hey, yo.
go to her first.
That's right.
Aww.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah. Me and the Schwoops are going to
Can't
have
wait.
a date night.
Can't wait to eat a bunch of Chick-fil-A nuggets tomorrow.
Yeah, and chocolate
and chocolate covered, strawberries.
Chocolate fountain.
Collins is going to annihilate that dress. I will try everything I can.
It's black. That's why I did that.
Yeah, I will try everything I can to make sure she doesn't.
She's like, I will swim.
'Cause we're gonna return him.
Swan dive into the chocolate fountain. Yeah, and then Sunday we have Calliope's birthday party.
Yeah.
We're gonna go roller skating
I'm not.
or blading. I'll be blading. You're not gonna blade?
I'm not. Them's years are past.
Boo.
Boo.
I'll
Yep.
be out there.
You go out there.
Yeah, I will.
All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here
Yeah.
with a quick prayer. I like to always cap off with, just a good way.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have my phone, but it was funny because my cousin was like, "You should end the podcast with being like, well, it's getting late, guys." So, I don't know. He said something. I was like, "That's actually pretty, kind of cool," because
because we're always doing this.
we're always doing these super late,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's just
well,
like
you could be like, hey,
Matt Rhodes.
Aw, that sounds like something Matt would say.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good
Yeah.
shout out. Don't
Yeah.
be jealous, Brittany. I'm just talking about Matt.
We gave you a whole thing today.
Yeah. You're gonna get your own segment. It's all right. We'll have them on the next time they're here in never probably.
Yeah.
Probably never want to come back.
I don't
Now
blame
with
them.
kids.
I don't blame them.
But all right. Lord, we just thank you for this day. We just thank you for this opportunity to do this podcast and to talk to our friends, to talk to each other, and we just ask that you just be with these friends of ours and new listeners and help them through their day. And we hope for a great weekend for everybody. And we hope this just hits the masses. And we ask that you just please bless it. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, it's getting late.
It's getting late. Better end it here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little sly. All right. See ya.
All right. Nighty night.